live.
All right, sorry. Don't look at him. I'm Grant, and this is Casey, and we are both agents with Trademark Realty, and today we wanted to talk to you guys about buying versus renting.
One of the misconceptions that people have about buying is that you need a huge down payment. Everyone's first reserve when they think about buying a home is, oh my gosh, I need all this down payment money. I either need 20 grand or 30 grand or 50 grand, and there's no way I can afford this, and it's not gonna work out, and I'm gonna be stuck renting forever. And I'm here to tell you that that is not true. Okay,
let's be honest though, like what's the lowest payment or like down payment we've ever seen someone put down on a house? $500?
Lately, there's been literally first-time homebuyer programs where you can get into a house for $500 down. But we gotta tell them why they even need to buy in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you go. You can tell them.
So, our biggest reason why we think, you know, buying versus renting and obviously owning is better is because you're putting equity into something for yourself to invest in, and so when you go to sell it someday, you know, it's money that you've put away into an investment that's yours.
All right, hold up. What about the 23-year-old kid that doesn't know what equity means?
Okay, so equity is essentially the amount of money that you have invested into a property, essentially. So let's say, you know,
your physical ownership.
Your physical ownership, exactly. So every time, you know, each month when that mortgage payment is due, part of that obviously goes to the interest that you're paying on the mortgage. And the other part goes into building equity or buying down the loan. So when you go to sell the property, that equity that you've bought down or the money that you've paid towards owning the property, you'll get back.
Exactly.
Essentially. So,
and you know how many times we've had people tell us at closings that, oh my gosh, this mortgage payment per month is cheaper than my rent. It happens all the time. The thing is when you rent a property, when you're renting, when you're a tenant, that money that you're paying each month in rent, you're never getting back. A flat rate and bye-bye, you don't get to see that. Where you actually get to see that return in your own property month to month when you're making those home mortgage payments, because like he said, you're building that equity, you're building that physical ownership into a property that is yours.
And on top of that, you know, a big thing that I've always kind of, you know, preached to clients and so on is, you know, if let's just say you have a lump sum of money sitting in your bank account and you're currently renting, right? Okay, so obviously you're paying that rent to somebody like Casey just talked about. Like, you're not building any equity into a property that you own. And on top of it, your money is just sitting in a bank account, which even if it's in a savings account, generally makes less than 1% on what you're saving. So why not invest in something
that has return
and that's, you know, fairly safe. You know, obviously, you know, we had our, you know, market crash in 2008, 2009, but, you know, that really didn't have any effect on us here in North Dakota. So as far as, you know, safety, you know, of your investment, you know, you generally sit pretty well. You know, in my opinion, it's probably one of the safest investments you probably can make. In my opinion, I mean, it's
one of the most important.
Right.
I mean, everybody needs a house, and I think it's a big process in people's life where you got to start taking those steps early to set yourself up for the future, so you do have enough money invested in your own property.
Right.
Is this for YouTube or is this for Facebook?
Well, both probably. We can clip this stuff.
Oh no, this is raw. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nodak Property Brothers. Follow him on Facebook at Grant Barnum Trademark Realty, or me on Facebook, Casey Zander Trademark Realty, and we will see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.
Maybe we'll make something.